Okay, guys. So what you have to do to get the spin change down pat is have two cards because it's a color change. So let's use some cards that look different from each other. Let's use the Queen of Clubs. Oh no, we'll take the Ace. Let's take the Ace of Diamonds. So Queen of Clubs and Ace of Diamonds we'll use. What you're gonna do is you're gonna have two cards basically. You're gonna have them back to back. The two cards are gonna be perfectly aligned, and I'll teach you guys how to get into this move in a minute. You're gonna have two cards lined up, and you're going to have your thumb and your middle finger. It has to be your thumb and your middle finger or the change is not going to work right. So your thumb and your middle finger you want at the corners of the card, and the corners have to be the corners where the pips are, the card signatures are at. These pips in the corner, these are called pips. The Ace of Diamonds signature here and the Queen of Clubs. You want your middle finger and your thumb in the corners. You're going to take your pointer finger, and that's going to be what does the change, because the change is going to be rotating the card. That's how you change what card you're using. That's how the change is done. You're basically just rotating the card, but you're doing it really fast. So that's the simple move, and you can practice doing this in the mirror just by yourself. You don't need to use a mirror. You just practice rotating the card like this with your pointer finger until you get the change down pat. So you put your fingers at the pips, the top left corner, which is towards your left hand. This is all if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, please do it the opposite way. So if you're if you're right-handed, hold it with your right hand with your middle finger to the outside left portion and your thumb to the inside right portion. Sorry that I'm stuttering, but I'm really tired. It's 12 a.m. when I'm making this video. So I'm gonna have your fingers there. You're gonna bend the card in towards your hand. Some people do it like this. I don't like doing the color change like that. Some people put their hands on the outside. Actually, I forgot how to do it that way. Oh yeah, some people put their hands their fingers like this and bend it outside. I don't like to do that. I bend it to the inside because I think that it just looks better. It gives a better effect. I think when you do this, there's a chance people will see you rotating the card, especially if you're new at this. I just think that it's harder to do also. So bend the card in towards your hand, and then when you shake, you start to rotate the card, and it looks really natural. You can even do this shake so slow, and people really won't notice what you're doing. Of course, I like to do it at medium speed, but yeah, that's how you do the shake change. Okay, so how do you get into the position to do the change? Let's pretend that someone grabbed a card. Let's say that they took the 7 of Diamonds. Well, I don't know if you guys know how to do this move, but I'll teach you really quickly. You have to control the card to the top of the deck. I'm going to do a quick run through, and I'll make a better tutorial of this later. What I do is, the easy way to do this control basically means taking a card, having the spectator think it's in the middle, and then bringing it to the top of the deck. So you're going to cut the deck once, and this is the easiest version that I know. You're going to have the spectator place their card right on top of the deck. You're going to place the cards on top of the deck like this, but you're not going to lose track of their card. You're going to keep what's called the pinky break where their card is. So you're going to place the cards like... I'm terrible at doing this on camera. You're going to place the cards right on top of your hand, just like that, and you're going to have a pinky break where their card is, the 7 of Diamonds, or whatever card they picked, marking where their card is. And from there, you're going to want to start cutting the bottom cards until you get to their card. This is called an undercut move. So when you get to their card, the 7, you want to just put that packet on top. So again, they have a card. You have them place it on top of a deck, the portion that you cut to. You go like this and you pick the cards up and you keep a pinky break. Don't lose where their card is. And you slowly... you're supposed to do it fast. You just cut until you reach their card. Some people do this move twice. They just cut the cards twice until they go 1, then they go 2. Oh, I did 3 just now, but they do it twice. I usually do it 4 or 5 times, just because I like to cut the deck a lot. I think it's more convincing. And then I add in some false shuffles or something like that, and I just totally mess my shuffle up. So, they take a card, oh wow, it's 7 of Diamonds again, and you place the deck on top of it, just like that, after they place their card there, and you cut the card to the top of the deck using several cuts. Once their card gets to the top of the deck, you want to say, okay, so I think this is your card somewhere here, and you pick any random card. You know it's not their card because their card's at the top of the deck. You say, is this your card? They say no. When you show them your card, you're going to do what's known as a wrist kill. Sorry for all the complicated terminology, but a wrist kill is where you turn your wrist down and you out jog the top card. It's really easy. You just push off with your thumb and then pull it back and keep your pinky under that top card. And that top card, of course, is their card. So you say, is this your card? When you say that and they look at it, split second, you just do your wrist kill like that. You pull this top card back and then you say, oh, it wasn't? You put the card on top of the deck and you grab the two cards as one. This is actually a really simple move. When you practice it, it's going to take you like 30 minutes to get it down pat, so it's not hard at all. If you guys want a better tutorial, I'll make one. I think it's pretty simple. Let me do a quick run through. Okay, so really quickly, you're going to ask the spectators to place their card somewhere in the middle of the deck. After you cut the deck, you go ahead and slap those cards, the other cards in the deck on top. You cut the deck twice. And don't forget, make sure you get a pinky break like this. You cut the deck twice. Or however many times you want. I would do it more than twice. And if you know any false cuts, you can do those as well. My false cuts are really sloppy right now. And then you go from the middle of the deck and say, I think that this card is yours right here. Of course, you know it's not their card because you know what their card is. It's at the top of the deck. When you show them their card, you do a wrist kill, which means you grab this top card by pushing it over with your thumb, but you do this with your wrist down so no one sees it. And you get a pinky break under the card. You take the king, place it on top of that other card. So now you have two cards pinky breaked. Using your thumb, like this. Sorry for the angles. You lift both cards up as one. You push them in, squeeze them in, and you shake, and then you have their card. And then you just put the card back on top of the deck and get rid of the other one. And if you know how to do a one-handed cut, you can do that too. But yeah, that's really complicated. Kind of. Maybe not. But you guys get what I'm saying. This is a really cool trick to learn. It's a really cool color change. I use it all the time. David Blaine used this color change. It's not outdated. It's not old. It's not too easy or too elementary for you to perform. You can show your friends. You can show family, whoever you show magic to. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this, go ahead and subscribe and give it a thumbs up, please, because that really helps me. And I will see you guys later.